Hi, let's talk about how to grow your LinkedIn in 2024, one of my favorite topics. First of all, we have to start with where we're at. So, what's up with LinkedIn? So, a lot has changed in the last 12 months, actually. And this can happen when the algorithm shifts. And so, instead of handing out organic growth, which used to happen, people could grow really fast, they could get lots of visibility for themselves and their brand. It can feel harder than ever right now. And you'll hear that online, you'll hear people talking about this. But here's the thing, it's not impossible. And there are some really smart folks who created an algorithm report. It was 123 pages. We distilled that down and brought you our takeaways from that. So here they are, 6-ish key takeaways. Number one, consistency. So what's changed? Back in the day, you may have heard people saying things like, you have to post every day. You have to post at the exact same time every single day. And that's not true anymore. What we've seen is that it's really important to pick a schedule or a cadence that works well for you. So if you can do it every day, great. If you can do it 3 to 4 days a week, great. The best thing is just not to post a bunch and then sort of ghost. The best thing is consistency. On the side of the types of content that you might want to post, there are some tips here as well. And the name of the game here is really mixing up the type of formats that you decide to use for content. So there are a bunch of different types, and they're all listed here. So there's text and image. That's where you post an image, and then you also use text to talk about that image. You want to avoid doing 3 of these in a row. They're saying that it's better to, again, mix it up. There are carousels. You may have seen these. They're kind of like a PowerPoint that you might see where you can kind of flip through. They're usually very visually attractive and fun. You want to mix these in with other formats during the week. There's polls, and that's where you get to ask a question and really engage the community, and they can answer the poll, and you can see how other people have voted, and it's a lot of fun. And these are best done on Mondays and Wednesdays. And again, just don't do them one after the other. And then video, which is becoming quite big on LinkedIn. And the best thing to do for this is 1 video per week, or you could do 2 if you were doing it for a company page. Number 2 is commenting. So what's changed here? In the past, you could like a post, kind of lurk around a post, and that was kind of it. And a lot of people were doing that. Now we know that commenting is sort of the champion of engagement. So why is that? Well, it provides a lot of opportunity for people to engage in conversation, to understand something further, to build relationship, honestly. So what the algorithm report found is that if you post 10 quality comments a day for a month, you'll see some pretty big outcomes. One of them is you'll see a 40% increase in profile views, which is great because we really want to get people over to our profile so that we can get them to do what we want and need them to do. A 25% increase in content engagement, so engaging with your content, and a 20% increase in followers and connections, which is also really important for growing your visibility. And some things about commenting. The best types of content or comments are the ones that really create more. So maybe you're going to foster curiosity with asking further questions. Maybe you'll provide insights and give them your expertise and knowledge. You might offer an alternative viewpoint to kind of play a little bit of devil's advocate. You might tag someone in for expertise or link to other resources. And both of those can be really helpful and just showcase your network and what you know and what you can bring to the conversation. Number 3 is visuals. So I touched on this a little bit, but visuals have become incredibly important. Back in the day, it was really a text-only platform. You could just show up and share a story or an event or a promotion, and that was it. That was kind of what it was for. Now we're seeing the trend, just like some of the other platforms, into visuals. Images, videos, carousels, all of those things are great. So here are some things about using those particular types of content and kind of the do's and don'ts. So first of all, with text and image posts, this is where you post a picture and then you write about it. Format it well. Don't be too promotional. That's always just a good rule of thumb. And use more images than less, because what that does is it creates an opportunity for people to linger on your post. And that tells the algorithm, hey, this post is worthwhile. We're going to promote it more. Video, again, this one will help bring people in and keep them there, but you want to make it snappy. So about 1:20 is ideal. Anywhere between 1 and 2 is good. Make it easy to view, grab attention in the first 8 seconds. And also don't use a link. So like if you are trying to share something from another platform or like a YouTube link or a Vimeo link, make sure that you download it and then re-upload it to the platform, because the platform prefers native video. And also make sure there's always a call to action. So tell them what you want them to do. Make sure it's clear, what are you doing this for? For the document and carousels, you may have seen these. They're super fun. You want them to be 12 slides or less. You want each slide to have 50 words or less, and definitely be on brand. This is your chance to really showcase the visual side of your brand. Number 4 is tagging. So we're still not going to be spammy and tag people, I don't know, 25 profiles in, right? That's way too many. But tagging people can actually be a really great tool for growth if used strategically. So that's what we're going to talk about. The best thing, you can always mention at least one person or company that you know is interested in being tagged and will engage. Up to 4 profiles, you'll see a 48% increase in reach. And then the impact of this is if you tag someone in who comes and comments right away, that's going to push the reach of your post by 1.5 times. So that's going to be really important for you. Make sure you're choosing people who you know are active and like to engage, so that they'll come right on over and comment and push that post out. Number 5 is LinkedIn Lives. So really what's changed here is that they just didn't used to have them. This is a newer feature for LinkedIn, and there's a couple of options. You can actually go live by video on LinkedIn using a streaming platform like StreamYard, or you can also do LinkedIn audio sessions. And those are great because they're more like an interactive podcast where you are speaking with somebody. People can only see your little profile picture and hear your voice, but you can actually bring people on stage and have them interact that way as well. And this is important because people want real-time interaction. They want vibrant online communities. They want to feel like they're engaging in something, they're a part of something, and this can really do that. So let's talk a little bit about what it is. I kind of explained that already. In terms of length, so they're saying 15 to 25 minutes is best. And also it's really important to plan in advance, because what you want to make sure and do is promote this. So you pick a date, you create the event, and then you promote it. You invite people to the event, you talk about the event, you share the event. This will really get a lot of people engaged and a lot of people also interested in what you're talking about and bringing them over to your profile. It's authentic, so it's not scripted. It's more like getting to watch something live, like a talk show or not maybe a talk show, but like a interactive podcast. And why would you do this? There are a lot of really great reasons. Some of them that we've listed here, you might want to be doing a product or service launch, and you can kind of make it a big deal. You might be doing expert interviews with people that you really want to bring their opinion to the masses. You might be talking about industry trends and really, bringing in people to talk about that. You might be doing interactive workshops. And also this, just like I said, brings people into your profile, into your orbit to see what you're all about. And number 6 is company pages. So here we know that company pages can be a really great tool for growth because it's social proof for your company in the form of a profile. So in this case, you want to make sure you're building your profile, your company page consistently. And how you do that initially, especially if you don't have much of a following yet, is using the invite credits. So everyone who's an admin for the page gets 250 invite credits a month, and you should be using all of them up. So you invite people who you know will accept the invite and follow your page. And then once they actually do accept it, you get it back and you can invite someone new. And this is a great way to try and get into the thousands, because once you are over 1,000, the algorithm starts to promote company content into the normal feed. Types of content that work well or don't work well here. We're seeing a lot of success with polls, with carousels, with video, and with image. We are seeing not a lot of success with text only or reposts. And speaking of reposts, limit repost with your thoughts, which is one of the 2 options when you go to click repost, because it doesn't actually help the reposter or the original poster. How this works is when you go to, let's say there's a post that you love and you're like, this is such a great post, I really want to share this. If you repost instantly, that will bring the post to your feed, which is great. That helps the original poster get more views. If you repost with your thoughts, it becomes your post. And so what you're doing is you're actually not bringing people to the original post, you're bringing them to your post. And the algorithm, for some reason, does not promote reposts with thoughts. So you're not actually getting very many eyeballs on that either. So the best thing you can do is, if you love the post, just instantly repost it. If you love the content and you have something to say about it, create your own post and then link to that original post in your comments. Okay, you should be set now. Go conquer LinkedIn. And just remember that since 75% of B2B buyers use social media to help make purchase decisions, you really can't sleep on this. And luckily, we can help. So check out our social selling bootcamp and see how we can help you become a LinkedIn connoisseur.